Tonight, don't just watch the news, you become part of it. 8 people now facing criminal charges following a prescription fraud bust. One of them, a doctor. Plus,
it's unbearable noise.
Does it keep you up at night?
Oh yeah, sometimes it does.
Residents living near the border highway saying something needs to be done. They say loud trucks and cars are to blame for many sleepless nights, but on our Facebook page, you are not showing them much sympathy. We'll have your comments. Also, high-tech jobs pouring into Fabens and Tornillo. The eastern part of El Paso County could go from this to a new futuristic look. And an El Pasoan was just hired by the city of La Crosses, Las Cruces, as the city manager there. We'll take a look. Iris?
We saw some rain parts of the city and those winds. Could we continue to see that throughout the rest of the week? I'll let you know coming up.
It's all next on ABC-7 at 9. Get ready. You become part of the day's news right now.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC-7 at 9 on the El Paso Las Cruces CW.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Bob Harp. This is ABC-7 at 9 on the CW. Iris, you have a look at our StormTRACK weather forecast, or a sneak peek at it anyway.
That is right. Coming up, we're going to take a time-lapse view of what we saw throughout the day. But first, let's see those numbers that we saw today. 86 was the official high. You can see we were well above the average high, which is 83, and 65 the overnight low. We're going to take a look at how windy things got across the city, and of course that time-lapse view. All that coming up. Bob?
All right. Thank you so much, Iris. Let's get to your headlines tonight. A stolen doctor's pad leads investigators to what they are calling an organized prescription drug ring operating right here in El Paso. Tonight, 8 people, they are facing criminal charges and under arrest. ABC-7 got a hold of court documents stating some of them were allegedly using scripts belonging to a Dr. Hector Lopez. According to investigators, one woman used the fake scripts at a West El Paso Walgreens and the medicine shop in central El Paso. ABC-7's Stephanie Guadian is live in our newsroom tonight to show us what made one pharmacist a little suspicious. Hey, Steph.
Hey there, Bob. It was really more than one thing. The first red flag, a young, healthy-looking woman looking to fill a prescription for a powerful painkiller. That employee that I talked to today at the medicine shop pharmacy in West El Paso says that there were other red flags when the customer handed him a prescription for hydrocodone. Something about the doctor's signature did not look right to a pharmacy tech. Quick call to the doctor's office confirming their suspicions. DPS investigators identified the woman as Laura Lynn Waller. Store employees say that she took off without the pain meds, but the pharmacy held on to the prescription and turned it over to DPS.
It's a red flag for us when they don't want to park in the front, or they just sit here, or they ask, how long is it going to take? How long it would be? 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Can we get it ready? So right away we can tell.
And we have the names of the others arrested and their mugshots on our website for you to look at if you like. That is KVIA.com. Bob, back to you.
All right, Stephanie, thanks so much for that. We appreciate it. Leroy Arciero, he is just one of many people who are sick of the noise coming from the border highway. Some of those houses are just feet away from speeding cars. But what's even more frustrating for residents, they state that there is no plan to build sound barriers. Now, the neighborhood is in South El Paso, right by the border highway on Loretto. And it runs right along the highway. And folks who live in that marked area did not get the same sound barrier as others who live just feet away.
I had to put double windows in the house.
Every time trucks go by, my pictures kind of shake.
I would like to see the wall, the barrier wall they're putting, and they never get finished.
Well, TxDOT built that barrier as part of the toll road project. When the toll roads become free lanes again, the wall comes to an end. But the traffic keeps going.
As far as TxDOT goes, unless we're actually doing a project that contains that property within our limits, then there's nothing we can do.
Well, the city rep of that area, Courtney Nyland, telling us she is willing to talk to TxDOT and lobby on behalf of the residents. They say they feel shortchanged because the wall stops right where their homes are. So what do you have to say about this on the ABC-7 Facebook page? Not much support for these residents. Let's take a look. Robert's saying, that wall doesn't cover the noise. I lived in the Riverside area before and you can still hear the noise. Alex, we have bigger problems in town than traffic noise. But as always, people only look at their own problems. Tori, though, saying, I think as property owners, they have a right to request a grant and the request for a wall. And from Yolanda, oh my goodness, my parents' home is on Gateway East and the train is a block away. Imagine the noise, no problem. I've lived there 27 and a half years. Gerardo saying, oh please, whiners, whiners, and more whiners. Can somebody let them know they live in a city that gets more traffic and other big city issues every day? Those are just some of the comments. What do you have to say about it? You can find us right now. Just search KVIA ABC-7 on our Facebook page or on Facebook. El Paso County's farm country could soon be connected with the next frontier. UTEP and the county are looking to bring high-tech jobs to the county and keep UTEP engineers in the area by creating a new research park at the Fabens Airport. Well, UTEP officials are saying, students in the NASA Micro Center for Space Exploration and Technology program will be able to meet with industry leaders who come to the new facilities for research projects. Now, the university is saying that Fabens Airport has 400 acres of land to utilize, so the possibilities are endless. Construction on 2 new buildings should begin this year. One will be an aerospace design studio and the other a wind tunnel research facility. UTEP officials say nearly 100 students will start using those facilities once they're finished being built, with the possibility of growing to 250 students.
What it means to us at UTEP really is an opportunity to demonstrate the kind of economic development that can occur in El Paso.
The property needs some work. It's going to need to be a more secure site. Obviously, some of the runways are going to need investment, etc. And so we definitely have renewed motivation to do that.
Well, on top of the new research facility at the Fabens Airport, the county really wants to capitalize on the new international port of entry in neighboring Tornillo. That way, the entire area can be marketed as a trade hub, if you will, with the ability to accommodate planes, trains, and automobiles. You knew I was going there. El Paso County Commissioners also approving today the county's roughly $300 million budget. This is for the 2017 fiscal year. And listen to this, commissioners approved a flat tax rate. So if the value of your property does not increase, your county taxes won't either. County Judge Veronica Escobar saying there are several reasons the county is able to do this, including the renegotiation of the sheriff's deputy's contract. That gives the county room to reinvest in facilities and transportation infrastructure. The new budget also includes pay raises for numerous employees and big pay raises for County Judge Escobar and the commissioners. She will now make more than $100,000 a year. The commissioners will get nearly double their current pay, making soon $89,000 a year. Over in Las Cruces, the city has a new city manager. And guess what? As we told you before, 2 weeks ago, it's confirmed he is an El Pasoan. Councilors officially voted to offer Stuart Eade the job today. The contract details are still being negotiated. El Paso's Weiler Aerial Tramway is still closed, and it will not reopen until at least Friday. Remember, last Friday, the tramway just stopped working, and 31 Socorro Middle School students who were already at the top had to be walked down all the way to the bottom of your screen in your scenic drive, as you see on that map. Well, the rescue took a few hours, but thankfully everybody is okay. ABC-7 video from last Friday showing the kids' unexpected mountain hike coming to a nice end. Still no word why the tram just stopped working, but again, we are told the soonest we could see it operating again is at the week's end on Friday. ABC-7 is still working to get you some details on a robbery with shots fired in the Upper Valley, but police are not giving us any updates still tonight. Now about 9 hours after it happened. This was on the 5300 block of Donovan. Now we want to know if someone was arrested or if the search for a suspect continues tonight in this neighborhood. You can see the Whataburger there and other businesses surround the neighborhood, even some homes off in the distance. Well, ABC-7 video from the scene showing a pretty normal Monday afternoon. Police did tell us, though, no one was hurt or shot. We will, of course, stay on top of this for you and pass along any info as we get it. This teenager is accused of shooting a man who wouldn't let him into a party, according to Las Cruces police. Now, police are saying 18-year-old Joshua Jones showed up to the victim's apartment around 1 in the morning 2 Saturdays ago. When the victim told Jones he couldn't come in, Jones allegedly shot the 20-year-old in both legs and in the arm. Jones is charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon tonight. Let's talk about the weather outside. It was a nice day today. You really couldn't complain. Storm tracker Iris Lopez joins us live in the weather lab. It's a nice night out there, too.
Yes, it is a very pleasant night out there, although we do see some winds picking up. We saw those winds early on today as well. We had a mixture of wind, and then in the northeast side of town, they saw most of that rain in that area. Let's take a time-lapse view right now over in the northeast side of town near Tom Lee Elementary School. Take a look at that. Plenty of sunshine, cloud coverage, and then at one point you see those dark clouds make their way towards the northeast side of town, and then you can see we saw some raindrops on the camera, so they did see most of that rain, and we got a lot of people that sent in pictures. We'll go ahead and take a look at some of those pictures, but right now pretty quiet on Doppler radar, not much activity happening, although it's quiet there. Winds are picking up here in El Paso. This is officially at the El Paso International Airport. Those winds at 24 miles per hour, not quite as windy over in Las Cruces with 13 miles per hour. Our temperature is pretty pleasant, 81 here in El Paso with 73 over in Las Cruces and clear skies. So coming up, we're going to take a look at your late night planner, plus planning for the week ahead, your 7-day rain and windcast, and I'll let you know when those 70-degree temperatures return. Coming up, Bob.
70 sounds pretty nice. All right, thanks, Iris. If you are heading out tonight, so far so good, except for on the east side right now. In tonight's ABC-7 Traffic Track Report, we're giving you a live look at El Paso's freeways with our TxDOT traffic cameras. The eastbound lanes over at I-10 in Zaragoza, all backed up right now. Again, this shot is sponsored by Viva. We want to let you know the construction is going on I-10 east by Zaragoza, so you will have to get off onto the gateway, just like we've been seeing every day, it seems. But again, that is what you're up against in East El Paso. What about the other closures that are scheduled? Here's ABC-7's Mauricio Casillas.
Well, we've got new closures for tonight in central El Paso. I-10 West, the ramp that takes you to US 54 heading north, that's going to be closed until 5 in the morning. And in that exact same area, really that same ramp, except it's the left turn, I-10 West to Interstate 110, that takes you to Juarez, will also be closed until 5 in the morning. So of course, we always keep you up to date as soon as all these closures open up. That's on our Twitter account at KVIA Traffic. And of course, you can monitor your road conditions online and pick the fastest route. That's at KVIA.com/traffic-track. Mauricio Casillas, ABC-7.
Thanks, Mauricio. A scary scene during the morning rush hour today. If you were caught up in traffic, this is why. Take a look. A semi-truck was stuck and then caught fire. You see all the plumes of smoke billowing up into the sky. This was over at I-10 East near Loop 375, and the flames are so big they went across both sides of the freeway. Fire crews were on the scene for hours. It was eventually cleared about noon. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. But again, a lot of you were probably stuck in that and wondering what was burning. And there you have it. The vice presidential debate is tomorrow in Virginia. It will be the only time Republican Mike Pence and Democrat Tim Kaine will, for the most part, have the nation's political attention all to themselves. The Republican Indiana governor and former 12-year congressman prepared for the debate holding mock sessions. Clinton's running mate, a former Virginia governor and current U.S. senator, spent several days prepping for the debate, which is in Raleigh, North Carolina, and in his hometown of Richmond, Virginia. The debate will take place at Longwood University, about an hour west of Richmond, so just outside of his hometown. We will broadcast the vice presidential debate tomorrow, Tuesday. That is at 7 p.m. live on ABC-7. It is ABC News, Your Voice, Your Vote 16, the vice presidential debate. And by the way, if you're not going to be at home, no worries, or by a TV, we will stream it live on the all-new KVIA.com so you can watch the vice presidential debate no matter where you are. All right, let's talk to Iris. You have our full forecast coming up because you said the 70s are making a return. You really can't beat that.
No, you can. I'll let you know what you can expect temperature-wise when those 70s are returning. Plus, we're going to talk about rain and wind. All that coming up.
By the way, you have a date tonight, so I hope you haven't made other plans. You're going dancing with the Stella Casas. We'll talk about that coming up. This is ABC 7 at 9. Stay with us.